Namaste. It's the Spiritual Daywalker with your tarot card reading for the next full moon phase from 10th of September until 26th of September. This full moon is in Pisces. So Pisces, this is your full moon. You're gonna dwell in your own energy, but in the core energy. That is important because you've been a lot in your rising and whatever else, whatever planets determine how you interact with the world, right? But this full moon is going to bring up more of your core, more of who you truly are and how you feel comfortable being, right? So it's probably quite freeing for you, but it also means freeing yourself, right? So speaking out, speaking up. And that is going to be a very interesting reading. Also, it is a general reading, so if the message doesn't resonate with you, feel free to drop the message. If it does resonate with you, drop a comment, like and subscribe, and share to whoever might enjoy this reading style. So we're going to do the DNA spread, which is my form of a Tree of Life spread with the spirit axis in the middle and the energies balancing around it. Let's do one more quick shuffle. I pre-shuffled, of course. Now let's see. In the spot of the 0, there's healing and patience, right? So your soul is very much in healing mode and training patience and balance, all that stuff. That's very, very beautiful, but of course a healing phase is always coming with some obstacles to heal, to address and to heal. But your soul is very much protected and guided, and that's what you feel from the inside. It's like, however this experience is unfolding, it's exactly how it's supposed to, and you are very well aware of what is going on, and that this is a very beautiful thing, actually, right? You're pushing through it. Let's see. In the spot of your challenge, there's the 8 of Pentacles. Work, 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 work. Which is cool. It seems like, seems like you have to work through it, right? But also life seems to keep you busy, right? Life seems to keep you really busy, and you still have to heal through that, and you want to grow past that, in a sense, not knowing where you find the time and energy to do so, right? Maybe that's something you need to speak up about to yourself and to the people around you. Let's see how you're manifesting this. Ace of Cups in reverse. So that is love in reverse, something that, Ace of Cups is a new beginning in love. And if this in reverse, that is like you healing from that new beginning in love, not exactly being as you wished it to be. Could be that this is already gone, like where you thought, wow, this could be the real deal, and it didn't happen. But you're manifesting it into your future. So it's like, the healing part probably is that if it's work, if it feels like work, it's not the real deal. It's not meant to, it doesn't hold the full potential, even though the love is there, right? Like the love is genuine, but it is in reverse. So you're healing from expectations towards this love, in a sense. Now, before I go any more into calamities and fatality, I will check the energies around this, how you experience that. Okay, there is the World card. Like, you are closing out a cycle, and you are closing out a cycle internally. You already decided that it's time for something different. Well, that's cool. See how this balances? Justice in reverse. That is, letting go of karmic residue, right? Karma, something that, some bullshit that you've been carrying around where you thought, life just is like that. Yeah, maybe it doesn't have to be anymore because you're closing out that cycle. You already closed that cycle. Now you got to realize that there's a cosmic law to it, right? And if you expect things to be shitty or to fall apart, they're gonna, right? So It's not always like that, because for things really to come to fruition, you have to let that go, right? You put an idea out there for the universe to conspire towards, and then you let the idea go, right? This can be quite radical, right? Like it's not gonna happen anyway, and then suddenly it happens. Yeah, could be, right? But from that internal part here is so pivotal. Like you are healing from generational trauma, in a sense, from like karma that is out of balance, right? And you have been already, because that work card is here. Like you have made that decision to not like to live in a different reality now, basically. What you have to realize from that in the spot of 3, like the insight you're getting or the challenge you're accepting here, Father of Wands. Yeah. What is that? The Father of Wands is... it feels like a dream partner, in a sense, where you're like, okay, I'm not gonna... I'm like, all the bullshit is behind me now, right? And you yourself are in that Father of Wands energy where you're like, I'm gonna make this happen anyway, whatever, right? It's also, since it's like this generational trauma and this karma that is here, you know, it's probably you've been manifesting some narcissists into your reality back in the day, right? Who hasn't, you know? And then there's the Father of Wands right here, where you're like, okay, fuck that, I'm gonna be that one now, right? I don't need anyone to like patronize me. I'm gonna be patronizing now. Well, Father of Wands is a good energy. It's a mature fire energy, a take in charge kind of energy, which is very beautiful, right? It's like you're coming from the world, you realize that life is out of whack, in a sense, but you're willing to make it right, right? That Father of Wands. I feel like maybe this is just my experience that is bleeding in here, but I feel like that Father of Wands has a lot to do with your idea of a ideal partner, or like or father figure or whatever, right? And it seems to me that you've been taking on this role yourself, right? Because it didn't do you like justice in the past. Let's see how this further manifests, because like, okay, like in the spot of your, or in the line of your challenge right here, which is working on it, working through it, there's the Emperor in reverse. Wow. And the Two of Wands in reverse. So you're working on something, but you're not exactly sure of the direction, and you don't feel like you are in charge of it. Like, well, that energy is there. Maybe you do feel like you're in charge of it, because you're coming from that Father of Wands, right? But you're like, well, I got to make this happen, you know, I got to be controlling, I got to, you know. So the Emperor in reverse is someone that is being too controlling, without actually having a clear direction, right? It's just like you wanna do it yourself, though you sometimes not know what you're doing at all, right? But it, like that pain in the past, that justice in reverse in the past, kind of left you with this idea that you have to do it, that you just like have to work through it, whatever, right? You're gonna fix it in the mix, you're gonna, you know, just fix it along the way. And yeah, it's a probable way to go, but it seems like a very lonely path. Let's see how you're manifesting this, because I'm very curious how that Ace of Cups in reverse is tying into this. Like, why would you manifest an Ace of Cups in reverse? There's a Devil in reverse, and the Four of Wands. Wow. Well, there's a lot in here. Because the Four of Wands is a card for marriage, for things coming together, right? It doesn't have to be marriage, it's things coming together. It's a stability in your wants and needs, like your wants and needs being fulfilled. On the other hand, there is the devil in reverse, which means moving out of toxicity. Now, since this is culminating, like this is bookended by the Ace of Cups in reverse. So either that Four of Wands means that this is like a partnership, or like a good situation where things coming together, like a successful project which takes you out of toxicity, right? Which helps you to get out of this devil energy, right? Or or both, right? Or it is like a coming together, like a partnership or whatever, where you confront it, especially with this toxicity, right? And not only of the situation, but maybe also of yourself, right? Because you're coming from a Father of Wands, but an Emperor in reverse, which is like you're pretending like you got it all under control, but actually you don't exactly know where to go. You're just working, right? You not exactly know where, what for, where to, right? You're trying to figure that out. And then things are coming together, but there's some toxic element in it. And you are manifesting that Ace of Cups in reverse, where you're like, there is love there, but something is off with that energy, probably because there's this toxic element involved, where you don't know whether it's you or the situation, or whether it's meant to be or not meant to be, or whatever, and you keep on working through it. But you have to work with it, right? You have to be able to like work on yourself, work on work not only on your methods, but also on your way of being, right? Because your soul decided it's time to heal those wounds that the last chapter of your life left you with, right? Where you thought you got to be the Father of Wands, you got to be the one taking charge, and no one else is going to do it for you, right? There's that Emperor in reverse being too controlling, with the Two of Wands not exactly knowing what he's doing. But work. Okay, at least you're doing something. Now let's see what you're learning from this marriage with the devil. Fuck. As a Two of Pentacles. That is you, A, embracing change, but B, making a decision. Making a decision either for change or against it. The Ace of Cups kind of seems like you're making a decision against it, right? Like you're, okay, this is not what I thought it would be, okay, bye. Which might not exactly be the perfect course of action. Well, maybe it's both. Maybe it's like, okay, I learned something from it that I gotta let this devil go, but it still doesn't feel like it did in the beginning, or doesn't hold the full potential as I thought it would in the beginning. Well, maybe you are in a situation that is supposed to teach you something, especially about that devil that you're not meant to stick with, but it's still destined to happen, and you're still learning a lot from it, right? So there is that Ace of Cups in reverse, which is kind of concerning, but the Ace of Cups means there is love. It's just like either delayed, so you got to ease into it, where you're like, okay, maybe it's not so bad after all, right? Maybe I don't have to be the Father of Wands all the time, right? Maybe trying to be an Emperor in reverse with nowhere to go is actually a toxic thing. You know, if you don't have direction and you're pushing, then you're pushing against the wall, and that is not healthy for no one involved. But it seems like that challenge is to weigh your options, in a sense. You know, You know, usually that guy has those two pentacles, and he's going like this and weighing his options. So maybe it implies you taking a good look at this Four of Wands, this coming together, where you're like, okay, actually, it has a lot of benefits and a lot of problems, right? But maybe these problems help me to deal with my problems, right? Maybe it's not just the situation, maybe it's everything involved. Very interesting. It's okay to let it go, though. If that Ace of Cups is in reverse, it feels kind of like you are manifesting this not working out, in a sense, right? But it does work out anyway, because it is confronting you with that devil, right? And the devil in whatever relationship you're in, the devil is never a good energy. Well, when it comes with that card, right? I do like the devil sometimes when it's like, okay, it's about indulgence, indulging in life, you know, going with the flow, partying, getting out there, right? It's a Capricorn energy also. Like, I do love Capricorn. It's all good. Just in that combination, that these are habits that don't do well in any relationship, right? That is not just like, okay, you just haven't found the right partner yet. It means that there's something that makes you enabled to find the right partner. With this kind of energy, you're not gonna. And it might be not just your energy, right? It's just like, it can be like a thing of incompatibility, you know, incompatibility, where you're like, okay, you have those needs that need to be catered, but I feel like with the Emperor in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse, your idea of progressive, controlling authority figure in your life, or father figure in your life, let's say, or whatever, is so out of whack that this can be over-controlling, and then over-controlling can be harmful for any relationship, right? So no blame, whatever, it's just healing, right? Is you going through a phase of healing where you realize, okay, something has to change here, right? Some decision has to be made. You're weighing your options, what is best, and kind of manifesting that this Ace of Cups is questioned, right? The love that is there is questioned, like the potential of it. And well, that's good. I mean, it still seems like it's real, right? It might not be as you expected it to be. It might not be forever and ever and ever. Maybe it will be, right? I mean, if that devil energy, it's in reverse, right? That means coming out of that. That means your soul already decided to heal that, right? So it can be a realization where you're like, well, actually, I don't know why I'm doing this, you know? And you are with someone or in a situation where people have a really hard time dealing with that, and that reflects to you how hard this can be on people, whatever it is, like maybe traits or like this over controlling attitude, which is funny because like you're Pisces. I mean, you're very emotional, and I believe that, and intuitive also. So you coming from that kind of energy is like, of course, like you've been hurt so many times that the only solution for you subconsciously is, well, taking the reins, right, and doing it yourself. But the thing is, if you're expecting having to do it yourself, you always have to, and you're not gonna give love room to evolve, right? And if that in this particular situation is truly what is supposed to happen, well, that is kind of up to you and up to your situation. Like, you're gonna know when you listen to this, your reaction and your ideas in your mind are gonna give you the actual answer, right? But you have to make a decision here whether you want to work through this toxicity or just let go whatever confronts you with it, right? And since the challenge is work with healing, yeah, you probably should take a closer look. Good thing is, your own full moon is going to help you with that a lot, right? It's going to give you a lot of insight into your emotional construct and into your subconscious, because I know you're capable of going that deep into your subconscious. You're very aware of how fucked you are, you know, and that this moon energy in Pisces is going to heighten that even more and bring it to light, where you're like, okay, I've been always doing this because blah. And then you have the decision. It's like, okay, am I able to let this go, or do I need this side of me to be catered, right? This is what you have to make a decision on then, whether this Ace of Cups here is to be turned around or it is already flipped, you know? So it's a very interesting reading and a very pivotal time for you, Pisces. I believe you're beautifully equipped. Just make sure you're not overly controlling, because that is what I see here. It's like you're so hands-on that, well, you kind of got yourself into a situation you have to solve hands-on, right? That is confronting you with the not so hands-on part, with the subconscious, right? And your own full moon is going to help you get some clarity on that, help you make that decision, right? Definitely. And well, we're already full on in there. Pisces. That is a beautiful reading. So enjoy, right? I really get that this Ace of Cups is not really to be concerned about, but rather your own making, in a sense, something you want or not want, or you are able to decide on whether you want it or not. You're going to get some more clarity through that full moon energy, and you have to work through it and like actively tackle it, and that is a good thing. Pisces, if that reading resonated with you, drop a comment, like and subscribe. If you have further questions and want to go deep into your very own unique experience, I do give online tarot readings, so drop me a message if you're interested through the channel links or the link in the header, and yeah, I'd love to be of service and see what's going on in your particular life situation. Thank you so much. I love you.